Hey y'all, Austin here with Outer World Media. Welcome back to another weekly update. Hope y'all have had a great week. I know I did. It was my birthday week, so always enjoy that, getting a few presents and whatnot, getting to eat a lot of birthday cake. But I'm sure y'all didn't come here to hear about my birthday, so let's get into it. What did I read this last week? Well, I did start and I finished The Sister Brothers by Mr. Patrick DeWitt. I'm not going to say a single thing about this book, whether I enjoyed it, whether I didn't. Pay attention on the channel and look for a video later this week. Look up Faceless Book Reviews here on YouTube. That has great videos. I've plugged his channel a few times. I cannot recommend his channel enough. Look him up. He will have a review up later this week as well for that. So keep an eye out for that. I'm sure y'all are asking yourself, so that's not the only thing you read, was it? Well, no. I did pick up Horror Movie by Mr. Paul Tremblay, and I started it. I'm about 20% into the book. I can't really say anything about it. I'm not sure what repercussions there might be for me getting to review this and get an early copy of it. I will say I am enjoying it, and that's about as much as I can say, or that I'm comfortable saying without getting in trouble with the publisher. But I did pick up, and I continued a little bit, not a whole lot, of Foley is Good by Mr. Mick Foley. About 50-some pages into this book. Kind of starting off a little bit all over the place and whatnot as far as it goes. I am enjoying it. My favorite chapter thus far has been the one where he talks about the match between him and The Rock, where The Rock gave him like 9 chair shots to the head when it was supposed to be like 4. He kind of talks about the background leading up to that match and whatnot. His family being there, and just talking about how after the match, quite a few wrestlers checked on him, except for the guy who hit him about 9 or 8 times in the head with the chair, and how that kind of rubbed him the wrong way. I can't blame Mr. Foley for feeling that way. I would feel the exact same way, but you know what? I'm enjoying this book. This is one, I pick up, I can read a chapter or two, kind of set it down, kind of just help clean the palette, if you will. I mean, it's a almost 600-page book. It is a chunker, so this is not one that I'm too concerned with trying to finish, by the end of the month or anything like that. I am enjoying this. I'm trying to, get as much out of this book as I can. So, like I said, very, very much enjoying this. Like I said, just kind of picking that up. Whenever I feel the itch to pick up, or read about, Mick Foley going through a table or some thumbtacks or whatnot. So that kind of leads me, guys, into, what am I going to read this coming week? Well, I've mostly been focused on reading Western here a little bit. Not that I'm saying I'm not enjoying that. I am. But just to make sure I don't have a burnout of Western books, just because it was a little hard there for a day or so to kind of get into reading, Wyatt Earp by Mr. Matt Braun. I enjoyed the book. Look up my review of that. I kind of want to mix it up a little bit, and so I kind of went back and forth between what, the main book I was going to be to focus on, because, like I said, I'm not too concerned about trying to finish this that quickly. And Horror Movie by Mr. Paul Tremblay does not come out till June 11th, so I'm going to upload this the week of, probably the day before or the day of release for that. So I'm kind of just, reading a chapter here or there, but it's hard to put that down. So I figure, what? Why not pick up a couple books, different books, and kind of see what sticks, read a chapter or two, and if one, really takes over, read that and continue that. We are coming up on a 3-day weekend with Memorial Day here later the next weekend. So we're going to start off with one that I showed y'all in my library book haul yesterday that I got, and that is Friday Night Lights. I have been itching for football season to start back up. I love the NFL, New York Giants all the way. I enjoy the Ravens. I'm a Ed Reed and Ray Lewis fan. Was as a kid, always will be. So, I'll cheer for the Ravens, but the Giants all the way. So I'm hoping Friday Night Lights could fill that void that I'm having, because I know the preseason's about to start here soon. We're getting a fantasy football league started up, so kind of, the chitter chatter of football and whatnot make me want to read some football. And you know what? I've been by the stadium. I couldn't tell y'all how many times down there in Odessa, and I've seen the movie. I like the movie. I've never read the book, so I'm thinking I might try to pick this up and read it. It's not that long of a book. It's a 300 something page book, but you know what? It's really thin for being 300 something pages. So I'm gonna probably try to pick that up. Like I said, I'm hoping these two books will kind of cover me, so that way I don't blow through these other ones so quickly, specifically horror movie. And the other one, I'm sure y'all have heard or seen, stuff all over social media or the World Wide Web about Warner Brothers and Peter Jackson making a new Middle Earth movie, a Lord of the Rings movie. I guess it's The Hunt for Gollum is what I have read and been told. I'm gonna do a video eventually, guys. Once further into production and whatnot, we find out a little bit more about this. Regarding that, I'm not sure how I feel about it. If I'm being honest, I absolutely love the Lord of the Rings. I love everything Middle Earth. I am a huge Lord of the Rings fan. When I went on a cruise with my wife this last year, and they had Lord of the Rings trivia, and I made my wife sit through that so I could play it. So I absolutely love and adore everything Middle Earth. I've had the itch for a little while. I talked about how I was wanting to read, Lord of the Rings this year possibly, and I've been wanting to read books I haven't read. But you know what? Talk of this stuff, in the works has made me really, really want to pick up the trilogy. But I figured, what better way to start it off than where it all began, with The Hobbit. By Mr. J.R.R. Tolkien. I love The Hobbit, not as much as Lord of the Rings, but you know what? I still love this book, holds a place in my heart. So I figured, let's pick up The Hobbit and try to get ready. I think next month, I'm thinking maybe Journey to Mordor, June, possibly. Let me know what y'all think of that. But again, I just want to pick this up and I want to read this series again. So I figure, let's start off with The Hobbit. So that's it, guys. That's what's up on the radar for this next week. Like I said, gonna kind of pick up and read a chapter every other day of a horror movie, and pick up and read when I get the itch. Foley is Good by Mr. Mick Foley. But the two main focuses this week are Friday Night Lights and The Hobbit by Mr. J.R.R. Tolkien. I absolutely, like I said, am very much looking forward to this week coming up. I know I didn't give a review or description of what Friday Night Lights is. I know I'm a little bit all over the place, but it's late in the evening. I'm kind of getting tired. So this, and again, I do apologize that I'm not going to edit this in earlier in the video when I brought this up, but essentially what this is about an Odessa high school football team. The Permian, what was it? The winningest school in Texas history. What was it? The Permian Panthers is what the team's name is, and just kind of talks about how big, this team was to the town of Odessa. If you've driven through Odessa or Midland, football is king in Texas. Football is king. Football is everything here. Pop Warner, elementary school, flag football, everything football is king here in Texas. Is the greatest sporting event on earth, maybe aside from hockey. It depends on what day it is for me. But again, these are going to be the main focuses this week. Is going to be Friday Night Lights and The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. Again, guys, I'm very much looking forward to this week and trying to get into those. Again, keep an eye out later this week for the reviews of The Sister Brothers by Outer World Media, and Mid-Level by Faceless Book Review, guys. Again, very much hope y'all are looking forward to that. I know that me and Faceless Book Reviews are looking forward to that. Again, thank y'all for stopping by and checking out the video.